afternoon. Please rise and join me with the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Please welcome to the class of 2017 Salutatorian, Miss Patricia Pazdak.
Good afternoon and welcome. Board of Education President Mr. Harris, Board of Education members Mr. Tamburello and Mr. Velez, Assistant Superintendent Mr. Bader, and Town Council member Mrs. Meehan for joining us today to celebrate our commencement. Thank you Mr. Pace, Mr. Panko, Ms. Murphy, and all faculty, family, and friends here with us or absent today that have guided each of us to this very moment, our high school graduation. I stand before you today as your salutatorian, asked to enlighten you with the story of my success and advice on how I got to this point. But honestly, it was just a lot of luck and hard work. I've always just had a good memory, math problems sort of just solved themselves in my head somehow, and essay sentences popped up miraculously as I wrote. Really nothing too crazy, and in this way, I became your number 2. But we must take the time to realize today, of all days, that we are by no means numbers. Especially throughout high school, the pressure could feel so high to meet expectations that we may lose ourselves along the way. Thankfully, however, we are not our rank, our GPA, our SAT, or ACT score. You will not enter the world and be treated based on any of these criteria. Character is what will guide you as you leave the doors of Colonia High and embark on your journey into the future. Are you humble? Can you show empathy, compassion, and love to a friend, to an enemy, to a stranger? This is what will define you and will guide your success. Neither respect nor talent can be calculated as a number. I stand before you, class of 2017, with great admiration. Among us are scholars, researchers, activists, volunteers, athletes, and artists. We're the heroes and cool kids, the juggernauts, the marching patriots. We've done it all, from our multicultural nights to walks for Uganda to help a better cause. All together, we will forever be remembered as the 50th graduating class of Colonia High School. Colonia High School first opened its doors on September 5th, 1967, a time in U.S. history so different from today. Lyndon B. Johnson was the president in office, students our age were being drafted to fight to their deaths in Vietnam, and Martin Luther King Jr. fought tirelessly for civil rights. The voices of the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and Aretha Franklin were blasting on the radios of teenagers our age, while The Lucy Show and Bonanza entertained on TVs that finally began to broadcast shows in color. Now look at all of us and the world in which we live in. We have practically the whole world at our fingertips. Our generation is revolutionary to say the least, standing up for the rights of our peers and being much more accepting of race, gender, and sexual orientation than generations prior to us. We're entering the world at a time where hate is prominent around us, but we can and we must provide the love that overcomes it. I, along with many graduating students, am a product of sacrifice, an immigrant and first-generation college student hoping to prove that all my parents have given up for me to be here in front of you all today was ultimately worth it. My parents forfeited their chance for a higher education and ultimately their youth in hopes that maybe, just maybe, I can make someone out of myself and have a better life than they ever could. To my mom and dad, and to all parents and guardians who have lost for our gain, know that we're forever grateful for all that you do. To my teachers, Mrs. Merkel, thank you for teaching me that failure is success and constantly telling me I need to be more confident. Mr. Beery, thank you for sharing my love for travel and inspiring in me a love for history. And Mr. Chandler, thank you for proving to us that not everything is statistically significant in our lives and to focus on what is. As we leave the ceremony here today, we're bound to take different paths in life, though each one of us will take a little from these past 4 years at Colonia High together. If there's one note I hope you take from my speech today, it's the true value of learning. As author Nikki Gumbel once stated, your age doesn't define your maturity, your grades don't define your ability, and what people say about you doesn't define who you are. With the fast pace of life you'll inherit upon graduating, remember to work to build your resume, but never to become it. Never lose your values or forget where you came from when your success grows. The dreams most worth chasing are the dreams of character and not career or fortune. Be bold, be brave, and never adhere to the plan others have made out for you, but instead make your own. 338 paths have crossed here at CHS, but today, as they diverge, I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in accomplishing all of your dreams and uncovering what your future holds. Farewell and congratulations, class of 2017.
Assistant Superintendent Mr. Bader, Woodbridge Township Board of Education members, President Harris, Mr. Tamburello, Mr. Velez, Councilwoman Meehan, parents, guardians, family and friends, on behalf of the administration, faculty and staff at Colonia High School, I welcome you to Colonia High School's 50th commencement ceremony to the class of 2017. In light of the impending weather, I will forego the bulk of my speech and put it on our webpage for next week. But I would like to take this time to honor some and do some announcements. The top 10 community service honorees for the class of 2017. James Kraut. Brunella Goodhoy. Keiko Kara. Graciela Lombardi. Jacob Menenti. Patricia Pajak. Chandni Patel. Andrew Quintanamini. Emily Sanford. And Amanda Tenkulski. It is also an honor at this time to announce the academic top 20 for the class of 2017. Melanie Albanese. Mia Banks. Michelle Bannerman. Afam Bashir. Michaela Camacho Tenrero. Kurt Cleary. Michelle D'Alessandro. Dominic Klimzak. Amanda Mazza. Hannah Mehta. Victoria Nugent. Patricia Pajdak. Kayor Palan. Melissa Palisitz. Jeremy Pampo. Nihar Parikh. Chandni Patel. Jeff Seo. Nitya Shah. And Judar Singh. Please give them all together a round of applause for tremendous success. Please be seated. At this time, I would also like to recognize the graduates in the class of 2017 who will be accepting commission into the military service. Actually, 2 members of this graduating class are already in boot camp as we speak and couldn't be here for the ceremony. When I call your name, please also stand. Michael Almeida. Nally Chavez. Lenny Gigantino. Emma Cool. Min Nugent. Carlos Ojuela. Jeremy Pampo. Kaylee Polidora. Michael Saucedo. Sean Wooders. Amani Whitsett. And at this time, I would like to also request any members of her friends and family in the audience who has served in the military or is presently serving in the military, please join this class in standing as well. Let's all give them a round of applause for their sacrifice and service to our country. Thank you very much. Please be seated. The next presentation is the Faculty Bowl. Faculty Bowl is presented to the senior who, in the opinion of the faculty, has contributed the most to Colonia High School. This person receives the honor, must be an individual who has demonstrated unselfish service to the school, maintained a good academic record, exhibited personal qualities of exemplary school citizen. It is with great pride that I announce the 50th recipient of the Faculty Bowl to, I call her Madam Secretary, Jessica Melanchuk. This class of 2017 has certainly added to the proud tradition of what Colonia High School is all about. It is a tremendous honor and privilege that I present the class of 2017 to Central Administration and to the Board of Education. I would like to leave you with one quote. It's from Mark Twain. The two most important days of your life are the days that you were born and the day you find out why. To the class of 2017, to your pursuit of why, we wish you the very best. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce to you the Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Mr. John Bader.
Thank you, Mr. Pace. It is an honor to be here this afternoon. Parents, grandparents, siblings, class of 2017, faculty and staff, administration, administrators, councilmen, Board of Education members, I would like to, at this time, students, to have you think about how you got here right now. And your hard work is a good bit of that, and a good part of it. But it doesn't happen in isolation. All of the support systems that you have today around you. And at this time, I would like to recognize your families, your parents, grandparents, siblings, who provide you with the basics, the food, the roof over your head, the clothing on your back, and most importantly, the love that you need to thrive and succeed. So please recognize your families. I also want to recognize the outstanding staff here and administration at Colonia High School, many of whom I have had the pleasure of getting to know over the past several years and working with very closely with students. And I do know from that time, this staff and administration is genuinely committed to helping you achieve and reach the highest achievement that you can get. So let's at this time recognize our faculty and administration. Class of 2017, before I came into this position, I was a high school vice principal, but I was also an elementary principal for 12 years. And this was one of my favorite little excerpts from an elementary story that I think pertains to you today moving forward. So I'd like to share it with you. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the guy or girl who'll decide where to go. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Bucksbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai, Ali Van Allen O'Shea, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way.
Please welcome the class of 2017 Valedictorian Nitya Shah.
One sec. Board of Education President Mr. Harris,
Board of Education members Mr. Tamburello and Mr. Velez, Assistant Superintendent Mr. Bader, Town Council member Mrs. Meehan, administrators Mr. Pace, Mr. Panko, Mrs. Murphy, and esteemed faculty, family members, and most importantly, the Colonia High School class of 2017. Good afternoon. I would like to say first and foremost that it is an absolute honor to be standing in front of all of you on this momentous day. Before I begin dwelling on both the last 4 years and on the future, I'd like to personally thank some of the people who helped me become worthy of giving this speech as your valedictorian. First, I will forever be grateful to my parents for always supporting me and pushing me to be the best possible version of myself. Next, I wish to sincerely thank every teacher I had over the course of the last 4 years for helping me grow and develop not only as a student, but as a human being. In particular, I want to thank Mrs. Moran, Mr. Hutchinson, and Mr. Gross for their constant guidance throughout my high school career. Finally, I'd like to thank my friends, you know who you are, for always having more faith in me than I had in myself, and for reminding me time after time to enjoy the life I've been given. I am forever indebted to all of these people. But that's enough about me. Today we're celebrating us, all 338 seniors sitting in this crowd. The majority of us first became CHS students on September 4th, 2013. We were shorter, less knowledgeable, and for the most part, thought we were all that. Freshmen, am I right? In these very hallways, however, we spent 4 years growing up. 4 years learning math, English, science, history, art, languages, and for those lucky enough, even more. 4 years beginning, ending, and mending relationships that shaped us into who we are. 4 years trying to win Spirit Week, praying for snow days, dreading finals, looking forward to lunch, and if you're anything like me, trying and failing to find ways to get out of running the mile. And just like that, these 4 years are over. And to be completely honest with you, I'm terrified. After spending so much time together, we're going our separate ways. Whether you're going off to college, into the workforce, or into the military, there's a pretty good chance you will not see most of our graduating class ever again. And what a phenomenal class it is. I may be one of our top scholars, but we're lucky enough to have exceptional artists, singers, dancers, athletes, and more that inspire me regularly. I hope that each of you will remember a few things that I know will help you leave the world in awe one day. First, you are a work in progress. It is critical that each of us accepts that it's all right to make mistakes and that we can't expect to get everything right the first time. If we did, how would we ever learn? To quote inventor James Dyson, everyone gets knocked back, no one rises smoothly to the top without hindrance. The ones who succeed are those who say, right, let's give it another go. Second, do not let anyone define you. Don't change your life for someone who isn't living it. If you want to be a teacher, go be a teacher. If you want to be an actor, go be an actor. No matter what your future endeavors may be, make sure you choose that path for yourself and never settle for what you are not ecstatic about. I hope that when you do change, you don't change the good things about yourself and that you do it for you, not for anyone else. Third, forget the notion that we've yet to enter the real world. Sure, we've been sheltered by our families and free from the responsibilities of adulthood, but we're all living in this imperfect, challenging world. No matter how trivial your troubles may appear to be to you or to anyone else, you have survived 100% of the things that life has thrown at you thus far. If you ask me, that's pretty impressive. Finally, enjoy the ride. Binge watch Netflix every now and then. Eat that extra slice of pizza. What's the point of working so hard if you never get to enjoy the little things? Remember to drink plenty of water, to call your parents and tell them you love them, and to do what makes you happy. Class of 2017, it is up to each and every single one of us to make a difference and achieve excellence in our lives. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. To achieve excellence and to make it a habit, we must be willing to work diligently and have a keen understanding of our strengths and weaknesses. Our society and our future descendants are counting on us, and I hope that each of you will go forth, work hard, and achieve the excellence that will not only help you turn your dreams into a reality, but will help others remember you as someone who never gave up on him or herself. I urge all of my fellow graduates in joining me in ensuring that our actions inspire others and send a clear message. One that says no matter where we come from, no matter what we have or don't have, no matter our race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, or cultural background, we can beat the odds and we can achieve excellence. As we move on to a better tomorrow, I truly hope that these were not the best 4 years of your life. Congratulations, class of 2017, and although I am absolutely positive that none of you will need it, good luck.
Please welcome the President of the Woodbridge Township Board of Education, Mr. Dan Harris.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, seniors. I wrote 2 speeches. The long, cool 70-degree speech and the short, it's hot, hurry it up speech. Lucky for you, I'll be giving the latter. Kidding aside, today's a really big day for all of you. Has it sunk in yet? Maybe it's cliche to say, but today is the beginning of your adult life. Your next chapter, by no means do I suggest that your hand has been held these past 18 years. But beginning tomorrow, society's expectation of you will change. I remember the day I graduated high school. My close friend said to me, "After today, our responsibilities will outweigh our freedoms." He could not have been more right. There will be more expected of you tomorrow than there is today. However, parents, don't be mad at me for saying this, but graduates, don't sacrifice the present for the future. Enjoy each day and live your lives to the fullest. In your words, YOLO. For parents, and for anybody my age and older, that's how we say carpe diem these days. Your responsibilities may surely outweigh your freedoms, but it's a close balance. And you still have your whole life ahead of you. Enjoy your 20s. I just hit my 30s recently. Enjoy the days of limited responsibility. Go backpack a foreign continent. Immerse yourself in the service of others. Don't be afraid to fail at something. Now is the time to enjoy, explore, and live your everyday. That's my advice, and I'm sticking to it. On behalf of my colleagues on the Woodbridge Township Board of Education, I certify that you have met the New Jersey High School graduation standards, and we congratulate you on your milestone achievement. Enjoy it.
I now present the class of 2017. Chavez, Nicholas Toba, Sweta Patel, Matthew Quill, Angelina Rivera, Giovanni Morfra, Genesis Torres, Alim Memon, Rachel Kling, Henry Engelman, Sarah Mustafa, Brian Moy, Nadia Nelson, Matthew Rusley, Victoria Nugent, David Santa, Sydney Martinez, Jeremy Pampo, Valeria Oriella, Barul Serrano, Manpreet Singh, Michael Limperopoulos, Brooke Tresidder, Tyler Magliacano, Brianna Zuckerman, Tyler Ramos, Paige Walker, Teddy Marcoux, Brielle Williams, Devin Moran, Brianna Wookie, Philip Mullen, Graciela Lombardi, Isaiah Najjar, Felicia Yaboa, Nika Nakareshvili, Christiana Lola, Kyle Nugent, Kristen Lowry, Min Nugent, Jessica Morley, Olin Oliveira, Alyssa Margolin, Carlos Oluele, Amanda Mazza, James Pake, Hannah Mehta, Kayor Pilar, Kendall Obed, Christopher Pinot, Lauren Melboy, Darshan Patel, Elena McCarsky, Christian Rowland, Kristen Nader, Nino Ruiz, Julia Paradzova, Michael Salcido, Anmol Patel, Alex Savage, Shani Patel, Michael Selman, Krisha Patel, Jeff Sayo, Christine Perkin, James Sheehan, Krishna Patel, Enrique Silva, Carla Quinde Guerrero, Caden Singh, Sidney Richardson, Benjamin Snyderman, Azilda Pereira George, William Steins, Elena Rosa, Christopher Tradici, Mohammed Sedadini, Paul Whitebread, Haley Schaefer, George Mandry, Keiko Kara, Christopher McCabe, Amna Shaw, Al Amin McGrady, Denise Sinkowitz, Brian Mecca, Stephanie Steiner, Tyler O'Hara, Talia Miller, Noah Paiva, Christy Sumlat, Nihar Parikh, Amanda Tankolsky, Anand Patel, Brianna Voynick, Ellen Patton, Lexi Turk, Kevin Pinkham, Alexandra Webster, Aaron Post, Ashley Weeks, Andrew Quintana Moon, Amani Witsett, Christian Rampangan, Dana Bailey, Alexander Reyes, Daisha Woodson Reed, Jared Ruiz, Yusra Yunus, Joshua Sandoval, Allison Zembri, Jason Saransky, Caitlin Frankie Cooley, Chajar Singh, Nia Muckle, Steven Sosiak, Kiera Nelson, Ryan Soto, Victoria Nitka, Elijah Sterling, Marissa Palacis, Charles Tavernina, Heather Passarelli, Anthony Torres, Kaylee Polidora, Dean Torres, Haley Rice, Isaiah Mark Banner, Kaylee Rudnick, Jose Vasquez, Emily Sanford, Siraj Verma, Emily Schneider, Eric Marcus, Alyssa Sez, John O'Connor, Estrella Sexton Marrero, Siobhan Patel, Roman Eugene Pashonchek, Sharon Tuju, Brendan Rivera, Cheyenne Williams, Shereen Sakib, Mackenzie Williams, Matthew Smigelski, Kayla Witowski, Brent Treon, Kelly Mitch, Sean Waters, Audra Mensa, Tristan Weathers, Tyler Zawacki, Elena Remite Birthday, Jacob Manetta.
Shania Downs, Afam Bashir, Kaina Ali, Nicholas Lemashevsky, Varuthia Bhaskar-Allingham, Victor Lisboa, Talia Bueno, Michael Almeida, Nicole DiGiuseppe, Abdullah Awan, Amara Alahi, Nicholas Amaro, Ariba Fatima, Wasa Aribaho, Samantha Ferreira, Eugene Beck, Cornello Godoy, Andrew Berrigan, Lindsay Heller, Jason Benitez, Amna Khan, Justin Bernard, Stephanie Contra, Robert Boulier, Emma Cole, Carl Blumenglog, Judea Legrand, Kevin Cordovi, Marla Abusharia, Brian Dempsher, Brianna Amarin, Mahmoud El Sayed, Ashley Andrade, Dijon Fairman, Ariana Bagnato, Peyton Foreman, Mia Banks, Andy Frias, Khadija Barry, Dominic Gaona, Zaria Bartos, Matthew Gomolka, Noel Bost, Muhammad Khan, Destiny Bradley, Alexander Lahara, Raquel Cordona, Nicholas Lamb, Alyssa Carlos, Matt Lesiak, Nicole Castillo, Austin Leondo, Brianna Checo, Thomas Lococo, Allison Chula, Tyler Layton, Michelle Collado, Adam Abdullah, Nicole Kubo, Nicholas Albaran, Anthony Kulit Calloway, Aaron Alcade, Allison Cox, Robert Alves, Michelle D'Alessandro, William Amici, Adriana Daniel, Adam Andrews, Ana De Oliveira, Harris Bilal, Annabella DeMeo, Jonathan Burgandy, Jocelyn Diaz, Marcus Cardona, Ratika Dutta, Nicholas Casa, Samia Dwekat, Gabriel Cruz, Rawan Elbietti, Kevin Cruz, Lauren Farisi, Elijah DeCarlo, Raina Franklin, Zion Desir, Bonnie Kraslos, Benjamin Gallagher, Marian Fuentes Serpas, Brandon Gallo, Kyla Fumakis, Jared Giacchetti, Alessia Gatto, Javelin Isaac Suggs, Michaela Janelli, Paul Duran, Jordan Greenwood, James Keister, Madison Jackson, Jazib Khan, Marissa Janako, Dominic Klimzak, Jillian Korberger, Dominic Kresick, Regina Kubi, Jabri Kelly, Ayana Abdulahad, Nathan Heath, Esther Acosta, Austin Amaro, Nicole Aldanashari, Ivan Baerga, Michaela Camacho Tenero, Emilio Batres, Madeline Campione, Zachary Benedicts, Carlina Cruz, Hunter Carey, Renee Culler, Keyshawn Chavda, Kemi Dada, Kurt Cleary, Sarah Desordi, Wilfred Kleska, Samantha Dobbin, Evan Kost, Maeve Doyle, Ryan Creenan, Kayla Dunnell, James Crowell, Brittany Finch, Daniel Check, Samantha Fibravante, Theodore DeBarros, Natalie Francisco, David Diaz, Brianna Franks, Richard Diaz, Jesse Franzi, Ronaldo Dondocambi, Anjali Goswami, Brandon Finch, Julia Jagadka, Leonard Gigantino, Jessica Jensen, Zachary Greger, Rajavi Kapadia, Chadley Julian, Amardeep Kaur, Jalen Henderson Pena, Brianna Kelly, Jared Hill, Aaron Litterer, Zahu Gobigishvili, Lorena Archil, Malik Green, Stephanie Ayer, Lisa Ladawi, Irina Zach, David Tomchek, Michael Osai, Patricia Pajdak, Nidia Shaw, Samantha Pucci, Jessica Malinchuk, Daisy Santos, Michelle Bannerman, Jawan Dunning, Melanie Albanese, Angela Barrett, and myself, Aaron McGovern. graduates of 2017.
Wait, I have my name in there.